Hi, I'm Mary, a librarian and book reviewer with a focus on stories written for kids, tweens, and teens. Today I get to share with you this book called Merlin's Apprentice, The Mage, written by Susan Macaulay. This is the story of 12-year-old Pip, who has very recently learned that he is a magus. That means that he's got some magic in his blood, but he's the only one in his family to have that. He's in a devout Christian family, and not everybody is as excited about those potential skills as he is. But despite that, his family is looking forward to getting him set up with an appropriate apprenticeship so he can get a little bit stronger in those skills. But King Mordred is not very nice, and all of a sudden he announces that the next day all Ordinarius families, that includes Pip's family, that non-magical folks, are going to be sold into slavery the following day. So they have less than 24 hours to prepare themselves for this terrible fate, and Pip puts aside all of his thoughts of apprenticeship in order to save his family. But as you can imagine, this story is much more difficult than a 12-year-old can handle on his own. And through a set of very serendipitous circumstances, he finds himself in a position to be able to affect more change than he was at the beginning of the novel. So this story is written for confident middle grade readers. As a 12-year-old character, Pip is trying to find his place in the world in a situation that may be different from reality, but his feelings are very recognizable to other middle grade readers. Much like many stories that cover the Arthurian legend, there is a lot of text and it is pretty small in this book, so it's another reason why confident middle grade readers are going to be more inclined to settle into this book as well. Even if you have not read any stories about King Arthur, that is okay. This story, instead of focusing on King Arthur and Merlin, who are characters in the novel, the focus really is on Pip and his transformation as he goes through the novel from his family life to a more independent kind of personality. At the end of the book, you'll find a glossary of terms that have been included in the story. So for readers who, again, are unfamiliar with this type of writing, with this time frame, you can look at the glossary for a little bit more information. And the inclusion of this helps readers to get a little bit more insight into King Arthur and will likely inspire them to read more in the future as well. So this story is very fast-paced. It dumps right into the action at the very beginning and keeps you going all the way through. The chapters are relatively short, so as you're reading, you kind of don't want to put it down. You've got lots of opportunities to say, one more chapter is not too much, and then suddenly you've made it to the end of the book. So if this sounds like a great fit for you, I hope you look for it at your favorite bookstore.